All right, so I'm expecting the bees this weekend, and I have a few things that I need to finalize. One being, this is my simple syrup. I did a 1-to-1 ratio, so basically 3 cups of water to 3 cups of sugar. That is basically going to spray the package down so they'll calm down before I insert them into the hive. Next, I need to set up their water stations. I have 2 gallons of well water. Use whatever water you got. And I'm going to do an experiment. Regular well water, and then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of bleach to a gallon of water to do a chlorinated version. It is said that bees like chlorine water, i.e. poop, so they are attracted to that. So I want to see which one they prefer when I set up that watering station. Next, I have some wax here. I'm going to melt it down, and the intent is to use it as a glue on my foundationless frames, basically hold them in place. As you can see, it's obviously easy to break, but it's not falling out. But just as an additional security measure, I'm going to squirt some melted wax in there to hold that in place. And on the plastic cell frames, I have a paintbrush. I'm going to dip it in the melted wax, and I am going to paint both sides. I'm going to only do 3 of these frames. My instructor suggested it. He doesn't like the plastic cell frames, but he said perhaps if you add beeswax, they'd be more attracted to it, 1. And 2, he said for a newbie beekeeper, he didn't want us doing the foundationless. However, if you know me, I go against the grain. If you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna do it. I want to try it for myself. Fail or succeed, it is something I just gotta do. So I'm gonna try foundationless. So let me get this wax melted up, and I'll bring you back. All right, so these are 3 wax cell plastic frames. So they would have already been coated with the wax. I'm just lightly brushing some of the melted wax on there, kind of as to, let's say, an added bonus. Welcoming the bees home. They're going to have limited time, seeing that they're coming so late in the season. And I just pretty much did both sides with the melted wax. So those frames are ready to go. So for this, I got a syringe. I'm going to just basically try to get the melted wax on each end. And we're going to go from there. And if it doesn't work out, oh well. The failure would be, in my opinion, not trying at all. So that's where we're gonna go, foundationless. Now, that for sure is gonna solidify in there, and this should be even more secure. So 9 more frames to go, and bring you back. So I'm not trying to be cocky and act like I know everything, but I'm of the opinion that you gotta experiment and try new things. You never know what can become of you experimenting. All right, so I'm done, and on my last frame, this is what happened. It came loose. So I will say this, make sure that when you're assembling frames, if you're not buying pre-assembled frames, that you not only glue this securely, but also you nail it in securely. So that's the only frame I had that problem with. All right, so the bees have arrived. I have 1 watering station here. This is going to be the one with the chlorine in it. That way the cat doesn't get to it. I I got the hives set up. So these is the hive funnels fully assembled, and this one is the one with the frames. I'm working to get this funnel taken care of. So let me show you the packages. And I also brought out the syrup to spray them down when they get inserted. Okay, so these are the packages that we have. They're not very active at the moment, and it could be because they're a little chilled. I have one out here outside of the package. This string is holding on to the carrier that has the queen inside. So the intent would be to, one, when it's time to place them, I'm going to shake the package down, spray them down, take this off, get the queen out, cover this back up. It should have a can of syrup in there for the feed. Insert the queen into the hive, and then take this off, invert it onto the funnel, and hopefully they all go in a few hours. So I've opted not to do this by myself. I gotta wait till hubby gets back, so most likely you're going to see this when the bees have already been inserted into the hive. So to be continued.